Hello. So in this video, my plan is to basically explain how to set up a super simple and easy, like beginner level yield farm using crypto and using a couple of crypto based projects or products. We're going to be using AAVE and Sushiswap for this, and it's going to be all done on the Polygon network. So I'm just going to show you how to easily do this. Okay, so as you can see here on what I have on the screen at the moment, let me just reduce the size of this a little bit. From what you can see on the screen at the moment, this platform here, this dashboard from Zapper, basically showing how I currently have about $3,000 invested in a couple of different yield farms, basically, or crypto products, which are earning interest and rewards, and it's kind of breaking it down here for you. How much I have, how much I've been earning on yields. I set this up about 2 weeks ago, how much I have in deposits, how much I have staked, my debt, because I've taken a loan, a so-called crypto loan. I'll show you how to do that to set this up. But yeah, this is basically breaking it all down for you. And I'm going to show you how I basically set up this or put my money into these certain crypto products so that I'm actually earning interest, both on the assets that I'm depositing or staking, as well as earning rewards in various tokens, which in turn I can turn into actual real money. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to really keep everything super basic and just kind of like how to. I'm not going to really go too much into like the how this all really works and kind of like the technology or anything like that. This video is really meant for beginners. I'm just going to go through everything really step by step so that even the biggest noob in finance who has really little financial understanding can set this up very easily and can start earning passive income on crypto. So I have a quick little presentation that I did. Just to quickly go through this, I mean, if you really have no idea what yield farming is, basically it's just a very fancy word for an investment strategy to generate passive income, whether that's in the form of interest or rewards for crypto holders on their coins or their tokens. Okay, that's all it really is. So it's very similar to putting dollars into a fixed savings account and then earning interest on that. Obviously, right now the interest globally is shit. Okay, but earning interest on that, as well as maybe earning extra rewards for using that particular bank, right? Maybe it's like airplane mileage or whatever, right? All those types of things. Or it's something similar like a dividend stock. If you own that stock, sometimes you earn a dividend. So that's another way that you earn passive income. So this is just a passive income strategy really to earn money on your crypto. So that's all that yield farming really is. You don't have to get all super complicated and confused with the term farming. I agree. It's very confusing and it's one of the biggest issues with crypto overall, but that's what all it is, a passive income strategy. Okay. Also, just quickly to touch on, I'm not going to go too much into this. There's like so many videos out there explaining all the different risks involved with yield farming or basically using decentralized finance products that we're going to be utilizing to set up this very simple and basic yield farm. These risks include impermanent loss, hacks of the product itself or the protocol or the platform, smart contract risk, okay, rug pulls. The 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 farm that I'm setting up here is using like two of basically the most safest platforms or protocols, but even these are still, there's definitely risk involved. But if you start using very obscure or new platforms that haven't been audited, okay, rug pulls are a very common thing, which is basically when, I mean, long story short, the platform just dies and you lose all your money. Okay, so that's the last thing you want to happen. And anyways, these are all different risks that are associated with trying to set up a yield farm or using these decentralized finance products. I highly suggest everybody before they start following or setting up a yield farm, just like I'm going to explain in this video, I highly suggest you to do your own research into all the different risks associated so you have a full understanding of what you're getting yourself into. Okay. Um, anyway, kind of a disclaimer. Okay. One last question that I'm sure people will want to ask is how much money should I put into a yield farm? Okay, or like what's like the minimum amount? And I would say that anything less than $1,000 is definitely not worth it because I mean, obviously this is passive income and we're using very, relatively safe decentralized finance platforms. So the interest rates, the rewards aren't going to be as high as a lot more of the riskier platforms. So if you're putting in anything less than $1,000, I mean, it's probably not going to be worth it. But at the same time, just whatever you do, make sure it's money that you can afford to lose because this is definitely not going to be as, let's say, safe as putting money into a bank. You can debate that all you want, but the reality is that there's also a lot of regulation around banks, whereas with a lot of these decentralized finance platforms, there's still not nearly as much regulation as with more traditional financial companies and products. So keep that in mind. Okay. So now I'm going to go basically step by step. It's basically 7 simple steps that you need to follow. And once you do this, you'll be earning passive income just like I am. And I showed you on this dashboard. Okay. So step 1 actually is you want to download MetaMask. Okay. If you know anything about crypto, you should probably already have MetaMask. MetaMask is just a web browser wallet, okay, which allows you to, a web browser soft wallet, which allows you to store your cryptocurrency. Okay, it also allows you to connect to different networks, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But um, when you download the product itself, it's already going to be connected to the Ethereum network, and that's what you really need to use initially. If you don't have it, download MetaMask, set it up, create an account. That's step 1. Very, very simple, okay? This is the website here. You just download it, add it to your Chrome extension, and that's basically it, okay? Now, step 2 is you need to then set up MetaMask for the Polygon network. So as I mentioned before, when you first download MetaMask, it's already connected basically to Ethereum, okay, or the Ethereum network. And what you then need to do is you need to actually also connect it to the Polygon network. Okay, so Polygon is basically another blockchain, which is actually built on top of Ethereum and they're kind of interconnected, okay? I'm trying to keep this as layman as possible. They're interconnected, and you basically want to be using the Polygon network for transactions because Ethereum transactions can be very expensive compared to Polygon, okay? So that's why, especially for beginners who aren't going to invest a lot of money, it's very important to do this all on the Polygon network, okay? At the same time, the Polygon network is offering a lot of additional rewards if you're using that network when you're setting up yield farms. So that's why it's important as well to use the Polygon network. How to do this is actually really, really straightforward. Okay. All that you're going to be doing is you have all the details here. And when you actually open up MetaMask, so here's my MetaMask. What you're going to actually do is I already have Polygon set up here, but just to show you how it would work, you would want to click Custom RPC, and then you're just going to simply fill out all the details as stated here on this website. If you just search on Google, set up Polygon network or set up Polygon on MetaMask, you'll find every article, which is just going to quickly give you all of the information that you'll need to fill out here. Once you fill it all out, you just simply save it, and then you will be connected to the Polygon network. It's really that simple, okay? Some of these things sound complicated, but in reality, executing them are very, very, very simple. So that is going to be step 2, okay? Now, step 3, which may be a little bit slightly more complicated for beginners who are using crypto, okay? And this is one of those steps which is really going to show you how backwards and still like, or not backwards, but how um, undeveloped still, or like how rudimentary a lot of the cryptocurrency technology still is, and it still definitely needs that improvement. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to transfer your assets, okay, your assets being, Tether, USDT, or USDC, okay, or Ethereum, or whatever your asset is that you want to be depositing. I suggest you use stable coins for all of this, okay? So USDT, USDC, DAI, whatever it may be, you need to transfer those assets that you've purchased from an exchange typically something like Binance or Coinbase or whatever it may be. You buy those and then on those exchange, and then you're going to want to transfer them from the Ethereum network, which is where it's going to be built on, right? From Binance, whatever, or where it's going to be located at that time. You're going to want to transfer them to the Polygon network, okay? So how do you actually do this? Well, step one before anything is you're going to want to transfer the assets from Binance or from the exchange to your Metamask wallet, okay? Simply by having your wallet address, following the deposit steps on Binance, and then transferring them over. There's going to be fees, of course, okay? But then once you get to that initial, or once you complete that initial portion, okay, so for example, I have this assets right now on my ETH, right? If you want to add, for example, USDC or USDT or whatever your stablecoin is that you're using, you're going to want to go to add token, then search for the token, for example, USDC. I've already added it, so it's not going to show up for me. But then just simply click it, next, and add it. That's it. Okay, very, very straightforward. Okay, so make sure you do that for so that you can transfer the asset from the exchange to your wallet appropriately. Okay. Once you have done that, once you have your assets inside your MetaMask wallet, what you're going to want to go to the Polygon bridge, okay? And this is the URL for the Polygon bridge here. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to connect your MetaMask account, okay, to the Polygon bridge. And then you're going to simply choose the asset that you're going to want to transfer from the Ethereum network, and it's going to then transfer to the Polygon network. So for example, if you want to transfer USDC, you simply go here. Let's see. Oh, of course, it's only going to show Ethereum for me because that's all I have on my wallet right now. Okay, but when you have it in your wallet, you'll be able to, it'll show there. Then you put in the amount that you want to transfer. So for example, I have ETH in my wallet right now on the Ethereum side. So I can put 2.46 here. And then I can simply click transfer and it'll transfer that ETH to the Polygon network, okay, for me. And this will take some time. There's obviously going to be fees. You're going to have to approve the transactions over over MetaMask, okay? It's going to ask you to approve the transactions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then once you finally do that, after a few minutes or so, right, you'll see how the transactions, if the transactions are successful here, okay, you will actually have your assets moved from the Ethereum network onto the Polygon network. Once it's completed, your assets will basically show in your MetaMask wallet, okay, but not on the Ethereum network, okay, or the Ethereum mainnet here, but you'll need to go to Polygon, and it will then show your assets on the Polygon side, okay? Now again, to show, for example, if you transferred USDC from Ethereum to Polygon, you'll need to make sure that you add the USDC token here, okay? By going to add and then adding the token address, the token symbol, which you can just search on Google, okay? Just search USDC token address for Polygon. Fill this out, do next, and simply add it. And that's all you'll need to do. Then you'll be able to add all the different tokens that you want, and it will show in your wallet. Because you've transferred it from Ethereum to Polygon via this bridge, it's going to show automatically on your MetaMask wallet, okay? Once you have done this, you have successfully transferred your Ethereum assets, or your assets on Ethereum to Polygon. Plain and simple, okay? That's that step completed. This is one of the more complicated steps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. All right. The next step is you're also going to want to get some Matic tokens, okay, which is the native token of the Polygon network, to basically pay the fees for transactions, okay? So fees on Polygon are really, really cheap, as I mentioned before. That's why you're going to want to use it. And you're going to need to have Matic tokens, which are essentially the currency that you're going to need to pay in order to complete transactions. For example, transferring from a wallet to the decentralized finance product, like AAVE, which I'm going to show you shortly. Okay, so how do you do this? Okay, there's basically two options. The first option is you can actually use what's known as a faucet. okay? And this will basically give you a small amount of Matic to basically complete a few, you know, a few transactions, right? So that you can get started to use the network. It's really simple to use. You simply connect your wallet, okay? Make sure you tell them that you're not a human, and then go through the process of, okay, et cetera, et cetera. Whole point is, once you do that, you'll be able to click receive, okay? If you've never received the little reward from the faucet before, you click receive, and eventually you'll get a small amount of Matic so that you can start completing transactions. Okay, that's one way to do it, and this is completely for free. Okay, as far as I know, there's actually 3 different Polygon faucets available. This is the one that I used initially when I first started. I'll link it in the description, but you can search on Google for the other ones as well. Okay, once you've done that, you can start using Matic straight away. Okay. However, another way that you can do it is you can also simply start buying Matic tokens on the actual Polygon network. Okay. Now, this is very important to understand. You cannot just buy Matic on Binance and then expect to use that Matic on Binance for transactions on the Polygon network. Why? Okay. And this may be a little confusing for beginners. The reason is because that Matic is actually on the Ethereum network. Okay, so you need to buy the Matic from a Polygon-based exchange. So one that I suggest you to use actually is Quickswap. Okay, with Quickswap, it works just like Uniswap. It's a decentralized exchange, but you can just think about it as any kind of exchange where you can transfer one type of asset like USDC into something else like Matic. Okay, so through this you can buy some Matic tokens, slightly more. Okay, but you don't need too much because Matic transactions are very cheap. Okay, buy maybe like $3 of it, and that should last you for more than enough for your general overall usage on the Matic network. Okay, so I suggest using QuickSwap. Okay, really straightforward. Simply choose the asset, whatever it may be, select the asset that you want to receive, enter the amounts, done, and within a couple of seconds, really, you'll have the asset in your MetaMask wallet, okay? Right? You need to always connect your MetaMask wallet when you start using these types of products, okay? That is that step completed. So now you have your Matic tokens. Now we're finally getting into this part of setting up the actual yield farm itself. So the first product that we're going to be using, okay, is AAVE. This is the largest decentralized finance protocol, I believe, or at least it's been for a while. Maybe it's not anymore, but I believe it still is, okay? And the way that you should think about this, if you're a complete beginner to decentralized finance or whatever it may be, the way that you should think about AAVE is that it is basically a decentralized bank, okay? You can deposit money into AAVE and get interest, very similar to a savings account, or you can even borrow money from AAVE and pay some interest to have borrowed that amount of money, right? So once you pay the loan back, you'd pay a little bit of interest. Now, the beautiful thing about platforms like AAVE or banks like AAVE is that the interest rates tend to be much higher because one, they're not regulated, right? They're also decentralized for many different reasons. Interest rates tend to be higher, so you actually earn more interest on your money than, let's say, a traditional financial product. But the second key thing is that Aave often has many partnerships with other projects or cryptocurrency platforms, and they will actually offer rewards for using the Aave protocol, right? So it basically, they're incentivizing you to put money into the Aave bank, okay? So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to deposit the assets, right? For example, the USDC that you have on Polygon into Aave to start earning interest on that. So this is what it looks like when you first enter Aave. And when you click Enter App, you're basically going to open to this page here. You won't have a dashboard yet because you won't have any assets deposited, but this is actually what it's going to look like once you have your assets deposited. You're going to see your deposits, and you're also going to see your borrows, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click the Aave Market Polygon version of AAVE, okay? Because you can also invest in or deposit into AAVE using Ethereum, but the reason we don't want to do that is because the fees are going to be too large, okay? So use the Polygon network, and then depending on what asset you have, whether it's USDC or DAI, put the money into AAVE, clicking here, and simply go to deposit, okay, or you can click here. Sorry, just go here to deposit. Click on the asset that you want to deposit, for example, USDC. Because I don't have any USDC here, it's not showing anything. But if you actually had USDC in your Polygon wallet, right, on Metamask, you'll be able to have the option of depositing that USDC into here. And then straight away, once you complete the deposit, once you complete the transaction, okay, you're going to need to approve it again through Metamask. You'll start earning interest, 2.76% right now, but this is variable depending on demand, etc. 2.76% interest on your money straight away, right? And it's real time. You can withdraw your money whenever you want. You can also withdraw the interest whenever you want. So there's no fixed amount either. It's really, really great. Okay. Now, one thing that I do really want to emphasize here, right, is that in terms of the stablecoin that you're using, you should avoid using USDT, okay, or Tether. Why is that? Because USDT is actually not allowed on AAVE to be used as collateral. This is because AAVE thinks that USDT or Tether is not a safe stablecoin compared to USDC or DAI. Okay, you can do your research as to why they believe this. They've done all the different auditing, etc. And therefore, you cannot use the money that you've deposited into the bank to basically, as collateral, to start also borrowing money from AAVE as well. Okay, so that's the other great thing about AAVE. When you deposit money, you can use that money that you've deposited as collateral for a loan that you can take out. So therefore, you can start taking that loan money and investing it more and earning more interest, right? That's kind of the whole concept of yield farm. Deposit, then use that collateral to get more money back as a loan, take that money and then take it to another decentralized platform or financial platform, and then start earning even more interest, okay? So that's why you don't want to use USDT, because AAVE does not allow you to use that as collateral. So I suggest using USDC or DAI or another one of the stable coins which AAVE allows, which they also allow to be used as collateral, okay? So that's that step. The next step after that is, oh, sorry, I don't have the correct picture here, but you get the point. You want to borrow assets now on your collateral. So just what I was talking about. So once you've actually made the deposit, okay, you're going to want to go to borrow, okay, and then you can basically choose which type of coin that you want to borrow off your assets, okay. Now you may ask, well, which one should I choose, okay? And again, I highly suggest to use stablecoins right now, just given the fact that in this current climate where the market is going very sideways or potentially trending downwards, as basically you're going to be able to hold your value a lot more in these types of markets with stablecoins. And at the same time, the interest rates aren't bad and the rewards aren't bad. Okay, it's less risky, so I suggest using a stablecoin. Okay, so for example, using DAI. So once you click that, you'll basically go here. You'll be able to, Aave will tell you what is the amount that you're able to borrow, okay? And based off that, choose the amount. So for example, right now, given the amount of collateral I still have open, available to be basically, used for a loan, I can put, for example, 100, and then it's going to show you your new health factor, okay? When you're using stablecoins, you don't need to worry too much about the health factor. Health factor is referring to liquidations. If you want, and that's much more common in very, very volatile assets, okay, like Ethereum or various altcoins or Bitcoin. If you want to do more research into that, totally suggest you should do that on another video or on Google, okay? I won't get into all that detail, but basically you can, with stablecoins, you can probably go and borrow up to the max, okay, that Aave will allow you, okay, just because stable coins tend to be pegged, okay? If you want to play safer, borrow only about 70% of what AAVE allows you, or 60%, whatever it may be, whatever you feel comfortable with. Once you do that, you click continue, you go through the whole process, approve the transactions again, and then you'll have borrowed money from AAVE, from the bank, okay? This money will appear straight away, okay, into your MetaMask wallet. So you don't have to then take the money from Aave and then move it back into the MetaMask wallet. Because your MetaMask wallet is already connected to the platform, it will show up straight away here, okay, as one of your assets under the Polygon network on MetaMask. Okay, really, really straightforward. Another question you may ask is, well, why would you want to borrow? Okay, I mean, if it's not already obvious enough that you can earn interest on the money that you borrow, you may wonder, well, but aren't you paying interest on your loan? Yes, you are, but the interest that you pay with these types of loans, because they want to incentivize people to borrow so much, okay, as well, they want to incentivize, real liquidity on the platform. The interest rates, one, are very low. So even if you have to pay some interest, when you take that money and then you invest it, or you deposit it into another platform which may be earning you more interest, like I'm about to show you on Sushiswap, okay, the interest that you will earn on depositing that money is probably going to outweigh the interest of the loan itself, okay, the borrow interest, okay, that you owe Aave. The other key thing is that with Aave, this is the beautiful thing, and with the Polygon network, okay, you actually earn rewards as well for borrowing money. So you're actually making money to borrow on Aave, okay? So obviously that's great, really, really useful, and you basically earn these rewards in Matic, okay? When you earn these, so you're earning rewards for depositing in Matic as well. You're earning both interest and rewards, right? So these are the current rates that I'm earning at the moment, okay? And you're also earning money to in form of Matic for borrowing, right? This is the amount that I'll have to pay back, for example, with my loan, 3.97%, but I'm earning 2.66%, right, in Matic tokens. So in theory, all the interest that I'm really only paying is about 1.3%. It's really, really great. You can claim your rewards whenever you want, simply here on the dashboard, and it goes right back into your wallet, which you can then reinvest and kind of get that compounding interest going, right? That's what's really key. You can take these rewards, just start reinvesting it back into yield farms, and then you get that compounding interest. So you're creating that snowball effect that is earning you more and more and more and more passive income. Okay. All right. I rambled on a lot. Hopefully you guys find this video really useful. The last final step to set up this very, very beginner, super, super simple yield farm is to then take the money that is now on your Polygon network, okay, in your MetaMask wallet, okay, and transfer the money to Sushiswap, which is another pretty safe, or relatively safe compared to some other platforms, decentralized um, finance protocol. It's been around for a long time, just like Aave. Okay, has a lot of liquidity, has a lot of users. Transfer your money to Sushiswap, and again, either one, lend or deposit the money in with this Kashi, which is kind of like a subset of SushiSwap. All this really will allow you to do is to basically lend out the money that you want, lend out the coin that you want, and again earn interest. You can also then choose to put those funds, okay, though you'll need to also get a second asset like ETH, right, onto your MetaMask wallet. You can do that from Binance, just transfer it over. And what you'll be able to actually do is you'll actually be able to earn, again, interest, right, APR, for example, with a link slash wrapped ETH liquidity pool, you'll be able to earn 19.8% APR, as well as all of these rewards in both Sushi and Matic tokens, okay? So again, you're getting interest and rewards. Now, I don't suggest you do something like this because this is very volatile, which is going to expose you to impermanent loss, right? Basically putting liquidity with two altcoins in this type of market, but you can easily just do it with two stable coins, right? USDC, USDT. You get rewards in both Sushi and Matic daily, and you get an APR that's variable, of course, but will vary between anything between, 4% up to whatever, how many percent. Okay, right now it's 8.37%. So that's really great. I personally chose to put in a ETH and DAI liquidity, or stake ETH and DAI, okay, which actually is allowing me to earn Sushi and Matic rewards here, as you can see. And at the same time, I'm getting 36.16% APR currently. Variable, of course, but 36.16%. I think when I first started doing this, which when the market was going quite down, the APR was still about 19%. So still really, really, really good compared to the traditional finance products. Okay. Bear in mind, when you're putting money into liquidity pools, you're going to face the risk of impermanent loss. Of course, I put money into the ETH and DAI pool, knowing this. Just understand the risks. If you want to keep it super, super safe, just deposit 2 stable coins, okay? With one of those coins being the borrowed asset that you got from AAVE, okay? That's simple, and that's it. Once you've done that, you can connect your wallet to Zapper.fi, and you will have your dashboard where you can just check every day, not do anything, and just check how much yield you're earning, how much your overall assets have increased in value, and all those different things. It's really, really that simple, really easy, something that a beginner can even do, and you're going to start earning money passively just through holding crypto, okay? Crypto is more than just hodling now. It's really about also earning interest and actually using these financial products, okay? So I hope this video was useful. If you have any questions, I know probably I didn't explain everything super clearly. You can leave a comment and I'll answer the question, no problem. If you like this content, please give it a like. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to leave timestamps as well, so you can just jump around if you want to go back to certain parts just to see what I did. Anyways, let me know how this works out for you, and take care, guys.